Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Check out the flyer. There we go. What is happening, everybody? What show is this? 146? My goodness. How's everybody doing? Oh. Let me know if you can hear me and everything. I'm waiting on my notification. How's everybody doing? You should be able to hear it now. Is this 146? Man. Let me see. Is it a boy or a girl? Guys. RC girl in the house. Sounds good? Good. No, 146. There we go. Yeah, thumbs it up, all the good stuff. What is happening? We have 47 in here. You know what? The numbers get smaller when the weather gets nicer. That's okay. We don't even care. We'll do a little roll call here in a minute. Getting 10 days. Which isn't really 10 days when you work. It's just a few opportunities to get packed up and ready to go. Got some toys behind me that are coming to the show. You see big old red back here, Draco. I almost had it. Nope. My goodness. There it is. There it is. And then F-16 right here. And the Bighorns are now in stock at Big Go Hobby. How about that? Very cool. Looks like this weekend is going to be a blowout. What's new? Last weekend was a total blowout. Tuesday we filmed the F-16, which was a blowout, but had to get it done. Wednesday did the edit, and then Thursday the release. I haven't seen Brian Phillips' video yet. I haven't blocked off any time to do it. He's a good guy, though. I talked to him the other day. But it looks like just a few of us had that F-16 this time. So, thanks for watching the video, all you guys that did and commented and all that stuff. That video is actually crushing for my channel. It's about 5,000 views right now. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about the looks, right? You're one to talk. Boozers, it's blue. It's a boy. Congratulations to them. Airvex, what's happening? We're going to do a roll call here in a minute. 10 days till the Pilot Ryan all-electric fly-in. I'm honored. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. I got some event shirts made, branded like the event with the Pilot Ryan play button, and then special event dates and title and stuff on the back. Pick one up, because normally it's Teespring, but I wanted to have some physically in hand, so I bought like 50. I ordered up like 50 shirts. Definitely don't have the same kind of option you have on Teespring for colors and size, but if you don't like what I brought, then you know, Teespring it. Holy smokes. All right. Michael Armand Sr., check out my video on the F-16. Bad crosswind, and I nailed it. The landing was perfect. AS3X only, no safe. All right, guys, make sure you chime in because I'm fitting to be doing a roll call. We're going to start with George Watts, P51D fan, Roach Coach, 56 Corvette, Mike Bird, Race 22 crew. Warren, what's happening? Thank you, George. Michael Armand Sr. Yeah, check out my F-16 video. It's pretty good, and we'll take out some. We cannot wait to get it out some more. I'm actually buying another one for one of our buddies, and Bobby K is having one. There's no doubt. And guys, seriously, thanks for watching that F-16 video. Hopefully you enjoyed it and got something out of it. Boy, that was under the gun on the deadline on that one. So I hope you appreciate the effort. Simple. Thumbs up, watch the video, comment, all that stuff. And if you're going to buy it, you're not going to buy it local, click through my link in the description, man. Seriously. Boone 870, Eddie K, In the Tube Deep. Good to see you, Lee Davidson, Victor RC, EDF Jets, Michael Nolan, JT83. Good to see so many members here. Useful links in the description. Anybody wants to sign up, do it. EQRC, Roach Coach, George, again, there you are. Eric Quinn, Wrights, Rage Tag. Did Brian Phillips crash his too? No way. Johnson 74 Squadron, what's happening? Boom, boom. Jeff in Lower Alabama, looks like I only saw the thumbnail. Looks like you might have had a mishap with your Arrows F-15. Great jet, by the way. Sorry about your trouble. Pilot Jerry. Check out Jeff in Lower Alabama's channel, guys. BB Tech 66, thank you for that. Hangar 51. Craig Beaven, what's up? Man, I still got an F4 with your name on it, bro. Eric Tennant. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Wild Bill. I saw Jeff's Custom was like the first one in the room today. Sailors, actually, he landed it really good considering. He flew to LVC. I mean, you ought to know not to go that long on a jet, but he just flew, you know, followed the glide in. And honestly, it could have been way worse. He just broke the tip of the nose. It happens, man. It happens to everybody. Just hopefully not when it's an exclusive and you're one of the only ones with it. But, you know, things happen. Nice, Jeff. Diggs RC. Oh, yes. I caught you at the end of the show. You didn't see me. Either that or you're just a complete jerk. Don't know. I can't wait to see you, actually, man. It's going to be great. You know what? I'm in the throes of... It's so funny. It's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I run a business for my in-laws. We're crushing it at my real job. It's super busy time. We can't find labor. I mean, it's hard to find guys to man the trucks. I'm out on the truck. I'm the estimate guy. I'm the office person. I'm HR. I'm all this stuff. And then my kids have a lot of activities. And then my passion is this. Of course, my kids are my passion. But you guys know how it is. When at a job, it's just kind of, you just coasting. I mean, you do your thing, but man, my heart, my mind, my love is in the things my kids are doing and this RC life that I've forged for myself since 2009 and in an official capacity, 2010 with magazine, and then 2012 with YouTube. So, man, P51D fan, I'm sure somebody in the chat can help you on that question. When is that F-16 shipping, guys? Yeah, Draco's nice, Michael Armand, for sure. Aaron Phillips, guys, I kind of got off track on the roll call. If I missed you, pop back in here with some emojis or whatever. Yeah, blown out today. Hung out at the house, which I don't get to do a lot because the weekends when I can. A lot of times I'll come maybe here and edit some stuff, but I just stayed home with the girls. And I've got some landscaping that I kind of made for the yard, but also for crawling trucks. So I put a couple batteries through some crawlers today. I handed my wife the controller. I was like, try this. It's actually harder than it looks, which I think is, for me, captivates my attention. If something's too easy, I don't pay any attention. If something's kind of hard to do well, I want to lick it. So I stick with it, actually. Tim Touton, what's happening? Yeah, Ken Bird. I can't wait to see Haley RC Girl's maiden flight on the Habu. You know, I can always tell when somebody's put out videos on something because I've gotten a lot of traffic on my Habu video lately, and it's probably because when people watch RC Girl's Habu video, my stuff pops up too. This is the beauty of YouTube. My numbers analytically are just blowing up on some of the last few videos, and thank you guys very much. You know, it's kind of weird when everything's a pre-order. Not a lot of people buy right away, so on the affiliate deal, you don't really do super great, but at least you can get some YouTube traction, so thank you guys. Noons, what's happening? Noons has been putting out tons of useful videos and how-tos associated with the Draco. Check him out. RC Rolling in the house. What's up? May is what it looks like. Yeah. Dan Gonzalez got his message retracted, or he did it. Jordan Dole, what's up? Oh, nice. Watch a little bit of the Horizon Hobby Top Gun coverage today. That was pretty good. I felt like I was watching golf almost with Ali Machensi and Stephen Petrato, like commentating. That's pretty sick. Nate Kugel, what's up? Yeah, man, that's Bobby's Frankenstein. It's kind of a work in progress. He's got the hopped up Dynam GB with a nacelle from a 262 on it. It's not attached yet, but Boss 223 says he needs a new wing on something. Bruce Beamer, I don't know. Is it May or is it I mean, April's over, so it's got to be May or June at this point. Skull 901, JCB, Tim Touton. Yeah, Tim, you know what? I think everything benefits from having stabilization in it, but I'm pretty sure I did my Arrows F15. I did like 4 videos on it, some with AS3X, some without. So it's doable. Shadow Ops in the house. Yeah, George, I hear you. Yeah, I was there checking it out. I didn't get to see Allie fly that P40, but I got to see a few things there. The Bayhawks, the big ones, and some of the scale competition at Stearman. Bob Turner in the house. What is up? Shadow Ops says, hit the like button, y'all. Tug Hill in the house with his own shout-out roll call. Appreciate it. Right, so Roach Coach, Hellies, Airvex, Mike Bird, Victor RC, Joe Pellegrino, George, Wild Bill, Polly Jerry, Nolan, Eric Quinn, Jeff, Kenny, Craig, Boss. Yeah, George, that's nice. Yeah, Noons does a good job. And he just kicked Cancer's butt. Love it. Pellegrino, Wrights a Bird, Dennis Farley, Tug Hill. Man, I need a wobbly pop, man. That's a good idea. Kugels is Wrights asleep tonight. He will be soon. You know, give it about 5 minutes, he'll start asking about if there's going to be a Zoom or not. Watch. Oh, no, boss. Yeah, George. That stuff is starting to appeal to me. Some of that bigger stuff, man. I got to tell you. Gotta tell you. Mike Kennedy, what is up, dude? Good to see so many members in here, guys. Thanks a lot for doing it, guys. David yourself. He says, sorry I'm late. You know, do you guys remember in school when they make you fill out a tardy slip? They wanted to know why you were tardy. I said, I'm tardy because I was late. Ha! I don't think they liked it, but I mean, I'm not wrong, right? Barry Campbell, I love RC too, man. What do you think about this? You know what's awesome about being a dad and just not giving a darn sometimes is you can pull off looks like this because you just don't care. It was cold this morning, man. We did a 9,000 square foot gym this morning. Crushed it. 6 of us crushed it in like 2 hours. Awesome. Awesome job by my guys today, myself included. Yeah, I run a buffer on 9,000 square feet and orchestrated the rest. Michael Reitza says, it's time for a Nick Sticks plug. How about y'all just bookmark PilotRyanMedia.com and whenever you're going shopping online, you go through there. There you go. And if you want something to snack on or sit on, I've got you covered. Check it out. Nate, having a blast with the Draco, 15 to 20 mile an hour right down the runway. Super short landings. Very cool. Boss got the Bighorn last night. Spent 20 minutes trying to go through Pilot Ryan Link. Could not get it to go on Bighorn from Bigo. That's weird. Did you figure it out? I guess you did. You can get it all through pilotRyanMedia.com. If you click the big go link, then go looking. Links in the description as well. We'll do all of the same thing. Aaron Furrow, I'm loving the Draco. And if you're a fan of the hobby, it's one of those things that you want to at least get your hands on once, whether it's a friend's or your own. It's a neat project, plane, story. The whole thing about it has been really cool to be a part of. That video is doing awesome. I can't wait to do some more on it. I mean, like I said, I'm busy, so we're getting them done. But I tell you what, every time y'all click through the links and support the channel and stuff like that, it's like I'm inching closer to being able to devote more time to this. And that'd be pretty special. You know what I mean? Rooting for the home team. That's hot. 96. Yeah, David, yourself. It's going to be awesome. The fly-in. Guys, link to the fly-in also in the description. The Pilot Ryan all-electric fly-in Imperial RC, May 12th through the 16th is going to be fantastic. I got some shirts made, so you know, bring some ducats. John Graham, yeah, man. I hear you. I hear you. You know what? I really do like some of my Freewing and Flightline stuff, but I gotta tell you, I mean, you support those who support you, and I have relationships with about everybody that I want to have relationships with, and it's easy to. I mean, I'm busy with projects, and so I want to please those people. I had no skin in that game at all. TNRC, I flew the Technam for the maiden, but I mean, it's been so windy, we haven't taken it out. You know, I could force a video on it, but it's just so windy. Nobody who's looking at that plane would be getting any value from that video, and I don't need to prove that I can fly it in the grossest wind ever. So other than the maiden flight, which I did off the camera, I've got nothing. Shadow Ops, there's not, but let me see if I can't put it in the chat real quick. That's one thing I just haven't done a lot of, the PayPal deal. Some guys do it, but let me see if I can't put it in the chat real quick. I can't do it on this computer because I'm not logged in, which is weird. So when you go to PayPal, you just use this address if you're doing that. Sorry, guys. There it is. RARamsey331 at hotmail.com. If you're on PayPal and search that, that's me. Yeah, John, man, Bobby and I both really want to. I enjoy some of their products a lot. I mean, I helped launch some of that stuff, man, and my videos are still all over the place over there. But yeah, man, I'm here. I'm here, you know, step. But I don't see it happening, so. I don't think that'll that link I just put won't take you to PayPal. You have to already be at PayPal and then punch that in, copy and paste or whatever. Because the PayPal me link. I don't know. Let me see. You guys really want me to deal with that right now? I can. What's the problem, Hubert, with that? Boss 223 just ordered the Bighorn from BitGo, I hope. Thanks, John. David, yourself, I'm bringing all the big heavies I've been working on lately. I'm telling you, E-flite planes, HSD planes, FMS planes, and any new balsa we can fit. Yeah, the Bighorn is available in a couple different colors. Roderick, I wish I had time for it. I have some lessons that are cringeworthy from way back in the day we did with a micro. I would love to have the time to do, like, kind of revisit some of that stuff or do some lessons. You know, in my Habu jet video with Beginner Joe, I think that's pretty cool. And I feel like when I'm flying beginner planes, like I just put out a Bigfoot Ready to Fly plane, I feel like I talk to the audience that product is for fairly well. So there's information to glean from those, you know, flights if you listen and follow along, I think. I think with the Bigfoot Ready to Fly, anybody who watches that video knows exactly what to expect out of that plane, as long as they have some understanding of the vocabulary used in that discussion. Yeah, because they took them down, BC Flyer 99, because they made their own. They remade them on the Admiral, which is fine, actually. I don't want to, you know, I shouldn't even say anything. They'll put it back up. But, you guys want me to figure out that PayPal me deal? Let me do it real fast. I'll do it. Roderick, that's awesome. Thanks for indulging me the time to do some of this. I don't really even think about that. I could have a ticker. I don't know if anybody even reads the ticker in the other streams and stuff. Maybe they do. But where it says, give me money or whatever. I don't want to put one of those up. I mean, I appreciate it, but it's hard. That's why it's like, you know, drive the traffic, click the links, man. You out of here, Ken? Everything okay? About the connectors, Joe Pellegrino. What are we talking about? No, that's not it. I don't even know how to find that thing, dude. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, man, that was a fun video to make. That's right, Shadow Ops. Thank you, dude. I'm trying to figure this out, guys. I'm sorry. I know there's a way to do it. Son of a gun. Ha! Noons. Thanks, man. Aaron Furrow. No, man, I don't pay much attention to what's going on over there, honestly. Skynetic. Yeah, I haven't heard. How do you find this, man? My goodness, I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys. I'll get back to it. I'm trying to... There it is. Thanks, Brian Chambers. Man. Okay, I think this will work. I think this will work. Let me get back in the chat real quick, guys. And I know I've missed a lot. And how can I say no when folks are asking for this? It should show up in the chat. Somebody do me a favor that's got a wrench. Copy that. And if you don't mind, hang on to it if somebody asks for it again. Sean McKnight. Yeah, man, I would love to do that. My Mona Lisa. What, the gripping? It's okay. I would love to do that. You know, it's the weekends normally that we try to get out there and get something done. Every now and then we've got to go get it done during the week if we just had the worst weekends ever. But it's one of those things we're scurrying to get it done. So it's like making plans. My life is so planned and plotted. I just can't even think about planning anything other than just getting things done. But you're welcome to come out to Tri-Valley RC, you know, on the weekend. Hope to catch us. You know, if you follow on social, Instagram and Facebook group, RC Pilots Lounge, you might get the word. Hey Ryan, can you move that red plane? It's blocking your Mona Lisa. No, I cannot. I'm almost done with the Focke-Wulf 190 fuse. I will list a video in the next few hours. Very cool. Joe Pellegrino, the new Horizon F16 does not have flapper-ons out of the box. Now, somebody could set it up that way if they wanted to model a little bit. S-Turn, RC Aviation, favorite plane, man, that's a tough one, dude. I love a T6, but as my favorite model, I think of a P-47. And it's always the one I'm flying right now. Right now, I love the high alpha I get out of that Rafale. The F-16, I haven't had a chance to ring out, really, other than that nasty day where we just, like, worked it out. Oh, George Watts, you're nice. Thank you, man. David Christie, Ryan should do a fly-in. Many would attend. I'm doing a fly-in in 10 days at Imperial RC Club in Florida. It's called the Pilot Ryan All-Electric Fly-In. I hope David Christie's just being cheeky. Otherwise, I hope there's not a whole lot of bugs underneath that rock he's been under. I'm just playing with you, man. I think you're playing with me, too. I'm telling you, I'd love to do a tour with Bobby. All these clubs want us to come. You know, I think maybe this fly-in could be the start of something. Make it happen. Have your people talk to my people. You know what I mean? Have your Benjamins get with my Benjamins and let's do this thing. Reckham Roy, you're at Top Gun right now, man. What a good... Yeah, I thought you did, probably. Top Gun looks like a great time. I'd love to do all that stuff, man. You know, it's hard for me to do it. That's why I'm online. You know, if I were able to do a whole lot of that in-person stuff, I would definitely at this point want to share with everyone like I do. But boy, that'd be neat. That'd be neat. That'd be neat, man. Trying to make dreams come true over here, dudes. I mean, it's crazy how far this thing has come. Best thing that ever happened to me was to lose that job. And to spend 5 years there in the first place. Talk to me, Goose. Just do it in Muncie. Yeah, I was going to do it in Muncie, and then this Florida event happened. Which is, you know, that's cool. I'll do it. Wrights said he wished he had friends. Ooh, Eric Quinn. That'd be quite a wreck. Yeah, definitely not tall grass. Definitely not tall grass. On the F-16, I assume is what you're talking about. Aaron Furrow, you know, I've done a couple helis, real small. I'm just not into them. Raymond Molina, what's happening? What's up, Ray? Guniac? Yeah, I'm just not into helis, man. It's not my thing. I think stay tuned to Big Go Hobby though. Bobby K runs the Big O Hobby YouTube channel, and O&P products are now starting to filter onto the website of Big O Hobby, which is awesome. And they have some helis. So keep an eye out there. Sign up for the newsletter, Big O Hobby, because when they put stuff on the site, a lot of times they'll blast it out. So that's one thing. Brian Chambers, yeah, man. No games yet, just practices. It's been awesome. We're in kid pitch this year, so there's things we're teaching the kids that they didn't necessarily have much experience with before. And in the machine pitch stuff from last year and the year before, if you hit a pop fly, you might as well have had a home run. Now kids will catch it. So there's things to teach them about when to run and not, and all that good stuff. I love it. I love it. And once the kid walks somebody, coach comes in and pitches 3. So it's kind of funny. I'm not going to talk about baseball too long. I love it, though. I could. You got to teach a kid not to swing at garbage when the kid is pitching. But then when coach comes up, me, and throws 3, you got to swing at everything. Because all you're going to get is 3. So it's kind of interesting. You got some kids that do a really good job, and then some kids you just know are scared of that ball. It's like, it hit you last year and you survived. But poor kid got it in the nose at practice the other day. Bled pretty good. His mom, he was all worried about it. His mom was like so baller. She just didn't, she cares, but it's just, tough. You know what? I walked him over there to his mom's car and, pinched the nose and stuff. Had him keep his head up. And like I said, she was pretty baller about it. And he got himself put back together and came for the end of practice. And that was cool to see. Get back on that horse. That's cool. That's cool, Warren. I'm not too worried about what he's doing, though, either. Aviation Central, what's happening? Thank you, Jeff in Lower Alabama. Yeah, baseball's fantastic. I don't care about who makes what, who traded where, but the game itself is good for kids to learn. Boy or girl. You could apply all of life to that game. I'm sure many other games, but something about baseball special and nostalgic to me. People that are gone from your life that you spent time doing it with. That's what started me in RC aviation in the first place, was kind of a connection with folks that are gone. So I hang on to that stuff. I'm going to kill this coffee, y'all. Glad to be here. What a week. We had 30 kids wanting to be on our team this year. We're doing something right. Me, my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, coach. My father-in-law's business that sponsors the team. And then my kids playing. And, of course, my kid's cousin. So my brother-in-law's boy. And it's a good time. My kid's doing theater right now, too, which is just nuts. I kind of hate sharing them with, I hate him missing practices or any games, but I can't blame him either. I mean, his whole life, his dad's been in front of the camera goofing around, so I can't be mad at my kid for getting the stage chops on. Michael Bear, what's happening? Oh, man. Good times all over. Gnaw in the fall. Oh, Gnaw in the fall. I'm not sure about Gnaw in the fall. I'm not sure. But the spring Gnaw is definitely happening at Florida, Imperial RC, and we're calling it the Pilot Ryan All Electric Fly-In. George, that's neat. That's neat. Life, I tell you, my wife has managed to get me out of my kind of comfort zone with all kinds of stuff. And it's amazing. Never let the kids, when they're little, hear you tell them this. But it's amazing what you learn from those kids. Your own and the ones you have to, you know, also deal with. This is pretty neat. The last game last year, I couldn't hardly keep it together. Totally nuts, man. Phone boy, that's nuts. Cool. I've been RC flying since 2009. I've been drinking coffee and chasing it with Pepsi since 1984. I'm kidding. Not that long. Michael Armand, see you later. Thanks for coming by. Oh, man. Thanks, dude. Dexter Tucker in the house. Raymond Molina, that's okay, dude. That's okay. Your wife just shops. Yeah, it's nuts, man. It's crazy. Awesome. Good to see you, Ann. And as my father's proxy right now in the chat under the Joseph Ramsey moniker. Thanks for coming by. And Raymond Molina, I ain't mad at you, man. I get it. I get it. These kids are little, man. It is hard to keep their attention, but I'm sorry. Don't get me going on baseball, guys. Don't get me going on baseball. Man. It's fun trying to teach them. And to teach them why, not just bark at them to do stuff, but why we say what we say to them, and how that turns into actually the best way to have fun playing ball is to know how to do it, and how to do it well, and to not let yourself be surprised. You got to know what you're going to do when you get that ball, not just get it and look over at your mom. So see if she's clapping. You got to do what you got to do something with it when you get it, and you got to know what, and support your team. So anyway, love it. Boss 223, yeah, Neffy in Muncie is, I believe, sometime the end of August. We're gonna go to that. Another club puts that on. I'm not gonna usurp it and take it over, but I mean, if a bunch of us show up in force, that's cool, but it's completely on them to run and arrange and stuff. But we'll definitely be going there, especially being my hometown, only 2.5 hours away. It's like a no-brainer, you know. So we'll definitely be there. I know the AMA is having another event that's called, I think, just an electric fly-in. Very confusing. Earlier, or they've already had it. Raymond Molina, you always want to see these things, man. Check out my video, dog. Check out the video. It's a big one. I'm not sure I'm going to pick it up and put it up here right now. Yeah, Mom's birthday was today. I just talked to her. When I was on my way in. My mom is 64 today. Her and my stepfather are at casino, and he won big tonight. So I told my mom when I was leaving her on the phone, I was like, tell Tim congratulations for hitting the jackpot twice. Once tonight and once with you. BD Tennessee in the house. 56 Corvette. Anyone know if an AR637 supports aileron rudder mix? I tried today and couldn't make it work. I don't know the answer to that question, but hopefully somebody does. Oh, Charles McDaniel. That's fantastic. Charles said he got a 16-year-old grandson into flying today and he loved it. Man, it's about the time you're going to spend with him. I tell you what, there's something about these kids seeing us light up that is something crazy powerful. Like, my kids are into all kinds of kid stuff, and I indulge them when they show it to me, but when you guys happen to be into the same thing, that is powerful. That's pretty cool. 81 today, said Eddie K for his dad. Happy birthday, Ryan's mom, Joy. Yes. And her twin brother. His birthday's today as well, obviously. I don't know where they're at, Ann. What you gonna go do? You gonna stick them up? You gonna stick them up? Yeah, there's a Mustang back there. That's the Dynam Mustang. Michael Bear, you're hilarious. He wants to know if anybody knows where to find a Draco unboxing video. Anywhere. Except my channel. I haven't put it out. You ought to be able to do an aileron rudder mix in the transmitter. Yeah, Rage, you're right. On the AR637. Yeah, you won't be doing it in forward programming. And you need to do all of that stuff before you finalize your AS3X. Oh yeah, this is nothing. We've got more planes out there. I've got planes at my house. I got planes at my business. I got planes in the office. And Bobby does too. I mean, we're all in. If you ever wondered if we were serious, just look around. Brian Smith in the house. Hey, yeah, Brian Smith. Andrew's buddy. Good to see you, man. I don't really gamble. I do kind of like the ponies, though, a little bit. But I won't do it unless I'm there in person. And that's because I know my personality. So I refuse to let myself do it. Because I'd probably do it a lot. Yeah, welcome to the show, AG from Sweden. Oh, thanks. Yeah, she's a good lady. Yeah, there's a Gripen back there, and the Rafale's in the trailer. Joe Pellegrino, the airliner is the AL-37 from Motion. Oh, man. That's a tough one, dude. I've been loving the Focke-Wulf and the E-flite Mustang, man. A bunch for warbirds. And jets. This baby's coming out a lot. I'm loving the Arrows F-15. Gotta love my 262. The 182 when it's windy. Draco when it's windy. The big Corsair from FMS is awesome, but I want more power. The Bayhawk is cool. SU-30's cool. The Big 29's cool. Man, there's so many good ones. Welcome to crew, Noons. Thanks, man. Ah, nice. RC Aviation S-turn. If I miss anything, guys, I'm sorry. Check in tomorrow. All right, Tim. Man, I'm starving, y'all. You think I'd be skinny by now, the way I don't ever get nothing to eat. New icons, yeah, man. New icons, that's right. You got your bronze wings. Oh yeah, 262, absolutely. I said it. Jeff in Lower Alabama has a bunch of videos, I think, on his Arrows F-15. He's loving it. On grass as well. Michael Sherman. Yeah, I mentioned it. The new E-flite F-16. Yeah. I can't wait to fly it some more. The flight time is really good on it. It's that 80mm Inrunner 2100 kV that we know and love. Actually, seen it before. I put one in the Bayhawk in a video a while ago. Super efficient, great run times. Don't go 6 minutes, but oh yeah, dude, the new E-flite F-16 is killer, and I am looking forward to flying it a lot more. Can't wait for the fly-in boozer. Yeah, man, I was asking the guys if it was a boy or girl earlier, and they told me, congratulations, man. Congrats. Thank you, Reitza, for dropping that in there. That's the PayPal Direct. Guys were asking for it earlier, and just getting online and missed it. Oh, Michael Sherman, dude, check out our video on the F-16. Nope, it doesn't have flaps, but you could make it so if you wanted to model it. You know what I mean? Split the ailerons up and into different channels and make it happen. I've done it before on F-16s, and I always end up taking it right back out. So for me, flying it stock is more helpful, I think, for more people. But I definitely urge you guys to check out the F-16 video we did. It's approaching 5,000 views right now. It's crushing it. There were just a few of us that had it this time, and it was a quick turnaround. We all got them late. Just glad to be a part of what they're doing. And it's really the power of the community that speaks the volumes they're listening to when they send guys. I mean, guys, I'm one of the smallest channels that gets this stuff. So, thanks. And one way to be heard is definitely through my videos, engaging with them. But when you click through the links, I mean, there's nothing more powerful than where the rubber meets the road on e-commerce. They get to see the traffic, they see the sales, and so do I. And it's helpful. That's how we're doing drone shots and stuff. Is from y'all doing those things. Yeah, you know, the only time I have a bad time on an F-16 is when I'm too nose heavy. And I definitely went nose heavy on our flight because it was so windy. Because even though it might be kind of mushy when it's nose heavy, it's at least very predictable. Michael Sherman wishes there was a good video of the Draco. Yeah, man, F-16, I mean, it's killer. That's awesome, Michael Bears, loving the Aero Scout. Yeah. It does have air brakes, yeah. That's right, Roach. Yeah, the F-16 is sick. I love that it's comes with the ordnance. The landing gear is, not only does it look sick, it functions super well. Man, the F-18 gear from E-flite, the F-18 looks amazing. But it's almost like they function fine, but it's almost like they focus more on looks, and they're very scale looking. The gear on the F-16 are very scale looking, but they didn't miss out on the function though. There's still really good action on all of that. I like it. All right, Noons, do your thing, man. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for joining up. Ha! Nick doesn't know which one to get, F-16 or Draco. I'm telling you. Yeah, Michael Sherman, I'll get it up here in a second. Yeah, Dave's RC, you know what's up. That F-16 is awesome. You're going to have to mow your grass, though. Mow that grass, dude. Or take it to the club. You know what I'm saying? Take it to the club. The F-18, you know, you put the battery all the way back. I think I prefer the 4000 in it. Eddie K, FMS Avanti or Freewing Avanti? I mean, bigger is usually a little better, I think. I mean, I think Freewing on that one, honestly. I mean, they're both awesome, but the landing gear on the Freewing one are just sick. The lights are sick. It's bigger. It'll take a multitude of different batteries. It almost pains me to say, but that's the one. If I had to pick one, that's the one, man. That's the one. Yeah, a jet is definitely tougher to fly than a high wing plane, for sure. Just things happen faster. You have to be like 2 or 3 steps ahead, right? Hey, thanks a bunch, Charles McDaniel. You know, a 6,000 might be too heavy, Rick James. You know what I mean? That could be why you're suffering on the flight time, honestly. Look at the weight of that 6,000 and then look at the weight of a Smart 7,000. I think they're pretty close. And 5,000s work just fine. Futura is nice. Futura is nice. The Avantis are a special shape and design. They just fly so stinking good. So good. If I'm missing anything, say it again, guys. Will the F-16 fly off surface that works for MiG-29? I think. Lyndon Stewart, what's happening? Bleed the speed, man. Watch a lot of videos where the guy works it out because he won't shut up about what he's doing. And try that. Try that stuff. E-Flight Viper, Bayhawk, Yak 130. Good, and a lot of the jets were flying, but those in particular stand out in my mind as a lot of times I'm making discoveries too. I wasn't born knowing this stuff. I'm just sharing what I'm learning and figuring out and what I kind of read from these planes. But, you know, those planes in particular will bounce and skip around if you don't commit to the pitch. Commit to the nose up and hold it off, even after you touch down. So bleed the speed off or you're back up. You know, with jets, if you don't hold the nose up and push through with the throttle, then when you come down to the runway, you're going too fast. It's just, there's no way around it. Man, guys, thanks. I haven't seen Super Chats for a while. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Shelby. Thanks, man, so much. Yeah, Gooniacs got it there, man, talking about the Avanti. The truth is the truth is the truth, man. Much as it pains me to say. You can't even say hi to me when I show up in chat over there. Get out of here with that. Diminishing returns, absolutely, Nick. The thing to remember with batteries, for those who ask, is that you want to go for recommended or the next step up. After that, it's just a game of diminishing returns. That's totally what I think. I don't think there's anything wrong with that 6,000 Admiral other than the weight of it. You know what I mean? Perhaps. Aaron Furrow says, thanks for making the content that you do. I love watching the videos and appreciate what seems to be unbiased feedback on all things in the hobby. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. People talk about independent and stuff. I'm independent too. Just because I got deals with people doesn't mean I'm not. So thank you for recognizing that. Rick James, so smart batteries are better is a statement he makes. Smart batteries are awesome, and I have a lot of them. Smart batteries have things that other batteries don't in the way of working with your chargers and telemetry potential and things like that. But I think where the rubber meets the road is how much power they're able to pack into the small package. So I can have a big 7,000 smart battery that is really on par with like a 6,000 or 5,500, sometimes 5,000 from other companies. So I think what you get, the bang for the buck. I mean, we all need, we got to have enough weight in the nose to fly these things, but yeah, you do suffer, especially with jets, right? If you're carrying a lot of weight around, you are going to suffer, and you definitely notice on flight time when it comes to an EDF over like a prop job that you can milk for 15 minutes. Jason in the house, let's see. BD, it must have been a question I missed. I can't wait to get more time on the HSD T-33 Sherman, but no, not lately. I mean, guys, when I get a fly, you see it, and it's projects. Make me full-time, dudes. Come on, click it. Because I will fly everything I have multiple times, a lot more, if I could. E-flite F-16 80mm is about 10 to 16 ounces lighter than the Freewing 90 with almost as much wing area. E-flite flies better. I've owned and flown the Freewing 90 for 5 years now. Yes. I had one of those 90s as well, and I didn't have a great time with it, honestly. I love my 70, E-flite 70, and the Freewing 70 was, I actually didn't think I liked F-16s at all until I flew the 70s, the E-flite and the Freewing. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe the 90's just a pig. And back when I was flying it, it was the earlier iterations of power systems and things like that. But Ray, if you watch the video, you would know. 5000 Smart G2. I'm sure it was 30C probably as well. I'll have to watch the video, find out myself. Yeah, 5000 G2, bud. And I was nose heavy. I was nose heavy. I was in high rates as well, and set it by the book. Hope I don't miss anything. Now that HSD system is nice, take the red plane out. I don't understand. Yeah, E-flite afterburners, that's neat. Can't remember. Yeah, 5000. I feel like that's pretty typical. I think it was 30C, Ray. I think it was. It's not in it now. BD Tennessee, the afterburner ring for the E-flite F-16 80mm is on the site now for pre-order. It looks like it's due early to mid-June. Maybe that's on the shipping of the aircraft itself. Keep working on it, Johnson's. 74th. That thing flies kind of heavy, but it's pretty cool. If you can find an E-flite one, man, it's a completely different experience, man. For the better. Lighter on the wing loading and stuff. Holy smokes, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you guys are in and out, popping in and out. Air Marshal, what's happening? Are you in here? I tried to call you today. What the heck, man? I had a question about a program card. You know, Air Marshal, you know on that Michael Sherman, I ordered me and Bobby those new low-C drag cars, and I'm waiting on them to show up. No Prep Drag Racing. So, man, it's going fast, guys. Air Marshal, you know on the Firma 40 amp ESC receiver combo, how that Dynamite program card you said works for it? But on the program card, there's like, what, 5 different scenarios? Do you remember which scenario it was? I was trying to set the drag brake, and I think it was the one that ended up working was the one that doesn't really have a drag brake necessarily as an option, but just like braking. Anyway, talk to you later. Tango Alpha 675 Alpha from Georgia Jet says hello. No plug and play. 95% of the people who buy Bind and Fly Basic compared to plug and play with our EDF, so they're offering ARF Plus instead, which is killer. You get everything but the power system. So, all right. Raymond Molina, I'll get to you on the Draco. Michael Sherman, are you still in here? Thank you, Air Marshal. I thought so too. It's like the last scenario on the back, isn't it? Yeah, Sherman. You know what? I'd want to do some stuff with Traxxas, but again, it's one of those like earlier talking about relationships and stuff. I don't have any relationship with Traxxas at all, so it's easy to not do that. I have a highly modified Red Cat Gen 8 that I've made so heavy I had to get in there and mess with the brake. I drove that till the battery was done today, and then I keep experimenting with tires. Guys, there's so much cool crawler stuff at Horizon you don't even know until you search it. RC 4-wheel drive, RC4 WD in the search bar at Horizon. Tires, rims, like 1,200 SKUs of like cool upgraded bits for your crawler. Like, check it out. But so my Red Cat, I've made it too heavy, honestly. And then I drove my Axial Rubicon Jeep, you know, the JLU, which I put some Hyrax Pro lines on, and just spun the preload out a little bit to lift it some. The tires are just a little bigger than stock. Man, that thing is so nice. I've added no weight to it, and that thing was just perfect. It made me feel like I probably went too heavy on the Red Cat, but I love the sound that the Jeep, the Rubicon, it's not very noisy at all when you're driving it, and it comes with the dig function, which is cool. The Red Cat is definitely noisy, but I mean, I love it. I put a lot of bits into it. Bits is a nice way to save money without trying to feel bad about it. Guilty. I got all the brass bits you can buy on that Red Cat right now. All right. So Sherman is in here. Yeah, man. Losi makes great stuff. Terry April, Litz, what's up? Michael Sherman, you wanted to see, what was it, the landing gear on the F-16? Look at my video, guys. Did you see the detail on the inside of the gear doors on that thing? Dude. I mean, nowhere else have I seen that. I think it was the landing gear you wanted to see. I love how these ventral fins come out just like the Ordnance. Isn't that cool? So Michael Sherman, tell me, okay, yeah, the F-16 gear. Holy smokes, man. 4 different livery options, guys, out of the box. Look at the scale on the inside of the gear doors. Of course, these tires are bearings. Just fantastic. They're already white. I mean, get out of here, man. I love it. And dig the wing root extension. Can you see how it's plastic along the thin part, which would be getting tore up any other way? All right, there's the nose gear. So the tires are super scale. Bearings on the mains, I don't think so on the nose, but I could be wrong. I don't think so on the nose though. Super scale, dude. Lights, suspension, painted white already. I mean, get out of town. Ryan Day, that's a good truck. Raymond Molina, look at that. Yeah, dude, the nomenclature, the stenciling is all over this Ordnance already. You guys get a good look at the gear. It's very hard for me to hold this. Check out the ordnance. My goodness. 4 different livery options. You know, I'm too busy to go live on Thursday. I wanted to. Look at the stenciling and everything on these ordnance. I mean, and look at the hubs on the wheels. And you can see where the ventral fins go. They key in just like the ordnance does. I left that center tank off on purpose because I knew you guys were going to want to see the landing gear. Full flying stab. I know, Jason. I'm trying to be nice, but you're right. Lights all over it. Magnetic nose cone. Get out of here, dude. AS3X. You got your lights right here on the gear door. The gear doors are scale instead of fiberglass weave. I mean, it's just very cool. Michael Sherman, you're very welcome, dude. Too cool. Too cool. Can you kind of see me work this action here? I love how when these compress, you actually get a wider stance instead of narrower. You get a oops. You think about it, you get a wider stance when these compress. I love it. I cannot wait to spend more time with it. And everything's modular. You know, if you have to replace this stuff, it's easy to get to. The centerpiece here where your center tank goes, 2 screws, it's out of the way. You can get the whole mechanism repaired. Very cool. And this white aluminum, this white metal feels so much more substantial than the F-18. If any of you guys had that. Michael Sherman, thank you, man. Jetman, what's up? And guys, some of you guys know, if you paid attention to custom paint schemes I've done, I will always try to find one that's got a lightning bolt. I've got an A4, an F4, and a MiG-21 with that I did custom schemes on that's got lightning bolts. Yeah, Cibo Racing, man, you know where to get it, dude. Link in the description, G. Link in the discro. Lights, camera, action. 80mm in runner. We got crazy flight time out of it. I don't even want to say it out loud. When we were doing the chase work, Bobby was flying the jet in the chase work. I'm flying the drone. And he's just slow flying, you know. We got stupid time out of it. No dead sticks, obviously. Looks good. Mike Kennedy, they say 4,000 is 7,000. And I would say it'll take it. Jason's in here right now, though. I did my flights with 5,000s in it. But I'm looking forward to trying a 7,000. Man, it was so windy, though, that day. I just wanted to do what I knew would be fine. I felt like if the range is 4,000 to 7,000, 5,000 is so popular, let's do that, you know. Rick James has some questions about the MRC MiG-29. I don't know anything about it. I got one I like. RC Air Marshal. Yeah, man, be careful. Lyndon, thank you for that. Yeah, I hope you guys like that shakedown on the F-16. I did. And it's crushing analytically on YouTube right now. For me, it's great. Man, you know, the shot's tight because Bobby, by the way, amazing cameraman and buddy. But you can't see because he's on the plane good, but the wind is crosswind 90 to 45 degrees in our face from the south, west, sometimes south, just south, 90 degree cross, a lot of it. But you hear me say cheat the approach. So I'm taking the base leg long past the runway. Plus you got the God G on you, which sometimes this is happening whether you want it to or not. You start making this base leg turn. You're all dirty too with the gears down and stuff. I didn't fly with ordnance. I did later on fly with the tip, missiles, but for the maiden and that kind of wind, we wanted to be clean. But you got the God G pushes on you, pushes you past center line, and then you're cheating the approach and you're coming back in more into the wind instead of total cross. So I wish you could have seen it on the wide shot too, because so over a too big of a base leg, cheat the approach so it's not a complete 90-degree cross, and then just all the right stuff with the rudder and the aileron. And guys, the left aileron is stuck on that rollout because otherwise it would have been tipping because it was coming at us hard. All the landings aren't like that, but that one was. Man, that was the first landing, first flight. I stuck it, I gotta say. It doesn't always happen like that, but man, that one I had it. I had that one. I guess that's better than hitting LVC. I don't know. Arctic, you're kidding me, Jeff. The Moo Cow scheme. Whew. Yeah, Ray, that's nuts. I mean, you fly them really well balanced too. Ray is right on CG. You're probably hanging out a little bit aft, I think, aren't you? Which unloads the elevator. Flies real balanced. Wow, Ray, that's cool. Just catching back up, dudes. Cluckow. What is up, man? Long time no see. Good to see you, man. Richard Webb, hello from Michigan. Yeah, Jeff, I hear you. I hear you. You know, if you're making video, it's hard to want to conserve and stretch flights too on jets. Like you just, the job is to rip it up a little bit. We had a pretty good flight time on ours. On that dog, man, the F-16. Raymond Molina, you still in here? What did you want to see on the Draco, Broseph? Raymond always likes to see stuff, man. That's cool. I don't mind showing them. I wonder how it does compare to the F-16 70mm Thunderbird. Like a Big Brother would. A little bigger, a little heavier, a little more powerful. Flies great, very similar. The one thing to consider about the 70, besides the slightly lighter wing loading, is there's no gear doors and stuff. So when you do drop the gear, the plane is still much more clean aerodynamically than the more scale older brother is. Otherwise, man, the tech you can rely on as far as the AS3X and safe. Yeah, Rick James, I hear you, man. Front and side of the plane or the gear, bro? I'll do my best, dude. This thing's a monster. Hold on. Front and side. There's no other media out there on the Draco right now, so let me show Raymond what's up. Oh, man. There's the front. Is that the coolest thing or what? Those gear are sick as they get. Tango Alpha, thanks for joining the channel. So there's the front. Is it the gear you're wanting to see, partner, or what, Raymond? It's going to be hard for me to tell what you want to see. Fred Barron, good to see you, dude. I've got a bunch of cool glamour shots I'm going to post to Instagram maybe tonight or tomorrow that I took of the Draco, Raymond Molina. So, and all you guys, follow me on Instagram. You can get there through pilotryanmedia.com. Click the Instagram icon. You can see my latest posts on YouTube and Instagram from pilotryanmedia.com. So there's the front. I want to give you what you want to see, Raymond, so chime in here. I don't know what you want to see, but this thing is scaled out to the nines, bro. I mean, 3D scan. I mean, this is one of those things that if you're just into RC aviation, even if you're not into the Draco, it's like you want to get your hands on one of these, whether it's your buddies or yours, just to experience this. I mean, the hype is real on this one and substantiated. This is a neat project. Carbon fiber landing gear underneath all that scale plastic work. You know, 2 shocks on each gear and then the back too. Look at this, all that. They work. I mean, they function. It's not just for looks. I don't know what to... It's getting heavy, man. I don't know what to give you, Raymond. Definitely watch my video of it, bro. Unless you want to save your money. Ha! You watch the video, it might be over for you, bro. Lights. I mean, I got mine dialed in with reverse. The lights on a roll dial. Buy the book. It's pretty sick, dude. Roach. Sean Gallagher. So, who'd I miss? Raymond Molina, I hope I served you there. What you wanted. Nice, Nick. Let's see. Yeah, Raymond, it's pretty special release. Right, so you're hilarious. Yeah, the landing gear, dude. Raymond. I'm telling you, all the buzz is substantiated on this thing. I mean, look, no one's twisting your arm. If you're not, if it's not for everybody, I get it. But man, if you're a fan of the hobby and the innovation we see in the hobby today, that's definitely one you want to get in on. But I get it, man. It's not for everybody. I'm just sharing. It's for me. I've dedicated a good portion of my life and my time to playing with this stuff, and I couldn't be more blessed. I told my pops a long time ago when we were getting into this, I was like, you know what? Even if I don't like it, I want to fly everything. I want to fly everything because they all act different. And it is neat to have worked myself into this position where I actually got an audience that wants to hear what we think about it and share those little nuances of each one of these aircraft. It's just the coolest thing. It's the coolest thing. Why wouldn't a guy want to do it? I almost did it full time once, so I've got a taste for it, man. I want it, y'all. Nice, Sean. Were you at Top Gun, dude? Trailer Trash RC. You need a landing gear on your X-Max. Yeah, man. Draco flight time. I put it in my video. I guarantee it. At the end of the video, I tell you and show you on the screen how long I flew it for and what the voltage was. Check out the video, dude, of Draco on my channel. Check it out. We got a long flight time on it. You're going for it, Raymond? Which one, dude? Draco? Dude, link in the description, dude. Unless you got a local place. I'm local too, though. Don't forget it. Rick James, you ain't kidding. And thank you very much. Man, really having a great time tonight, guys. Couldn't throw a stick without hitting a Draco at Seth. Horizon had their new 80mm F16 there as well. That's very cool. Boss, I will pull that one out in a minute. I will pull that one out in a minute. We got 120 dudes in here. I hope you guys are doing the thumbs up stuff. But really, this is fun. This is a hangout. I leave these unlisted, though, when we're done. You like us over here. You like the community. You want to be a part of it. Man, watch these stinking videos. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss it when we post new ones. Because, man, if you love RC like we do, we're getting to do the new stuff. And you're not going to want to miss it. If you're trying to save money, though, you might want to not turn on the notification bell, because a lot of times, if you were on the fence, I think we might knock you off of it, because we're having a lot of fun. Proof's in the pudding, man. Been at this for a minute. It seems to be working. It's really just a byproduct of the passion and loving this thing. It's just too cool. Seth. All right, Sean, I got you. Francis Connie, good to see you, man. 11 Charlie RC, what's up? You know, Lyndon, great question. Sea Mafia recovered really fast. Thank goodness. Yeah, we talked to him. A lot of us were able to see him, talk to him yesterday. He's back to normal almost. You know what I mean? He's kind of tired, he said. Willie61, that's a HSD T33. We've done a bunch of videos of it over here on the channel. And you can get these things now from BitGo Hobby, which is fantastic. Lots of stuff, man. Lots of stuff going on. I'm more than just a pretty face. Thank you, Wrights. Orchestra Nation, what's up? 11 Charlie RC. Yo, man. How's it going for you? You do wonderful things for people. I'm going to give you a wrench because I want you to drop in a link to what you do, 11 Charlie RC. Would you? Oh, shoot. I'm not logged into YouTube. Thanks, Ray. Not bad for my first couple times trying to chase something on a drone. Let's see. I'm going to get into the video right here and see if I can't give you a wrench, 11 Charlie. Give me a second, dudes. Let's see. I'm going to get into the... Shut up, shutting up. Discover RC, what up, dude? Let's see. Where's 11 Charlie? All right, 11 Charlie. 11 Charlie, I hate to speak off base, but from what I understand, you do a thing where you're raising funds for veterans who are having trouble, to give them something positive to do with their time, like RC, and a community to share that with. So, guys, I invite you to check out 11 Charlie RC. He's going to post a link up in here. And 11 Charlie RC, you're completely welcome to do that. And then also, if you're on Facebook, which I'm sure you are, feel free to go to the RC Pilots Lounge. I'll let you write in whether or not you know the answer to the questions or not. And definitely post what you're doing there. If you got a new project going, anything you want to do anytime. Because my people appreciate that. I'm sure I can speak for them on that. You know what I mean? So, man, do your thing, please. I tell you what, it's the small things that can make or break somebody's life sometimes. That's good work. That's like the Lord's work, man. That's good stuff. All right. I'm going to bounce for just a second. Mother Nature's calling, line 1. And we bring awareness on veteran suicides. We help them get into the hobby. We give them a RC package. Good things. Good things, man. Check them out. Thank you very much for posting that link. That's good stuff. And I tell you what, RC, at least where I come from in RC, which is a lot of times a fondness for or nostalgia or a relationship to military service and aviation, general aviation, whether it be, golden age, World War II, modern age. The appreciation for service is not missed on many of us that engage in this facet of the hobby. So I think you've really come to the right place, man, and you can just blast whatever you'd like, whatever you have going on. Please do, because I think you've got a captive audience here who appreciates that, what you're doing. Give me about 5-10 minutes, guys. I'll be right back. I think I'm going to put the flyer up for a minute. You guys talk to Charlie in the chat. Check him out. You'll have a few minutes to do that. Bookmark him. Join his Facebook groups, pages, like whatever you got to do to get hooked up with him if you like that mission, so you can stay posted with what he's doing. Because I know he does big things, man, with those guys. I've seen some of the channels I follow on the surface side all know who he is and help support what he's doing. And we should. All right, give me a minute, y'all. I'll be right back. I wish I had music for you, but I don't. Just pretend you're in an elevator. Ha. I'll be right back, y'all. Welcome back. Here we go. Here we go. Jeebs in the house. Yeah, guys, check out 11 Charlie RC. He's got his Facebook. I got to make sure I'm in there too. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. Glad to have you come by. Good things, man. That's a good thing. Camaraderie, man. That's one thing you have when you're in, and when you're out, you may not be able to find it. It's that support. A lot of us are veterans too. I was telling my wife, I was sitting there, I crawled a couple batteries through today while we were blown out, and I got the kids a new swing set. I promised them when we moved I'd get them one. We finally did, and it's nice. I tell my wife, I was like, you know, I don't know why, but I love this crawling. And she goes, it's the only time you slow down. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. You're right. Dana, good to see you, man. Let's see. All right. I'm sure I missed a bunch. I'm just hopping in. Dad, you're in here somewhere. Yes. Good to see you, Pops. Your proxy was in here for you earlier. Spencer Keith. Spencer Keith coming through in a clutch for our buddy Seamoth, man. That is awesome. Absolutely, Fred. Good stuff, y'all. TNRC's asking Jeff in Lower Alabama if he pre-ordered his F-15 from Hobby Zone. It's the only place you can get it, my friend. Link in the Discro. I need to be sponsored by these guys. You were stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia. Fort Hood, Texas. Thank you, man. Thank you for your service as well. Jeff in Lower Alabama got on it right when that son of a gun was announced. Take your shoes off, Spencer. Brooklyn Born in the house. Good to see you, man. All right, guys. What else? Triple shot. Yeah, man. I just killed this coffee. Finished off a Pepsi and I cracked into a double shot of espresso. Let's go. Boom! How you like me now? All right, man. Goodness, lots of stuff going on in the hobby, dudes. Good times. I tell you, there is so much activity, so many new YouTube channels. I think it's just neat what's going on, man. Glad to be a part of it, and maybe even kicking some of it off. Yes, you did, Jeff. I appreciate that. Thank you. Great, man. Living Charlie. I hope you get some new guys, man, tonight. TNRC, that's a good question. Somebody might be able to answer that. I can't remember. I've been asked it before. TNRC Pilot has a question about Hobby Zone, guys. On a pre-order, does Hobby Zone bill at the time of the order or when it ships? I cannot remember the answer to that. Race 22 crew, what are you wanting to get from JetWorks, buddy? Batteries? Yeah, the link will take you there, but you still got to make a note. Oh yeah, batteries. It says it right there. Don't just support them. It doesn't matter what you do for me on that one. You know, the small guys, dude. You know, you got to support them. Ryan, what are you using to measure deflection on moving surfaces? The book. it'll tell me percentages. A lot of times the E-flite books will have a call out for millimeters and percentages if you turn a couple pages. So I go with percentages. I don't normally measure them at all if they give me percentages. Yeah. Mike Kennedy answers the question. He says when it ships. In reference to Hobby Zone, when do they collect on pre-orders? Mike Kennedy's answer was when it ships. Yeah, Roaring Tops, Race 22. Yeah, man. GB says they bill instantly. He believes. I'm not quite positive, but Mike says when it ships. Mike has bought enough to have a fairly solid opinion about it, I think. All right. No problem, Michael Sherman. Michael Bear says AMA is rolling out a new online product tomorrow that is going to make it real easy to hook up for modeling events. Kind of a big deal. Pre-order versus back order is the difference, says Tango Alpha. New member of the channel. Thank you so much. Degrees of deflection. Yeah, if you have one of those deflection meter things. I don't. I just go with what the book says. What's up, Jason Rigney? Grass, if it's manicured well, I would say. Apparently, there's some vids of it going off of grass. I have not yet done it, but I was lucky to get the work done in time. But next time we get it out, if the grass isn't tall, I'm going to go for it. The gear are very scale. The wheels very scale, and so with that, you know, they're smallish. So well manicured grass all day long. The gear themselves, the suspension, I trust completely on the grass. It's the wheel size would be the only factor. Some guys might chime in on this. DX9 versus the NX series. Besides the display, what are notable differences? Right off the top of my head, being able to update over Wi-Fi, I think is fantastic. I would definitely point you towards RC Air Marshal's YouTube channel and stuff for some of my Spectrum questions. But it's easy for me. I never had programmed an AS3X receiver until I did a couple on my DX9. But it's been really easy for me on the NX. So, but I think as long as you're updated firmware wise on your DX9, you should be fine. Like I tell everybody, if I wasn't, I'm in a fortunate position where I get to try out the new stuff. If I weren't in that position, I would roll with my DX9 until it fell apart, because it was just plenty of radio for me and very nice. So somebody else I hope can chime in. Jason says, in reference to grass on the F-16, set up flaperons made a huge difference at CEF the last few days for Rich and Craig. Took a bit, but it got it up. Tug Hill says the NX can be used in RealFlight 9.5 without a dongle. Yeah, that glider, I'm not sure if I'm going to get that one or not, but I wouldn't be surprised. The big arrows, the new glider, I suppose it's a pre-order. Mike Kennedy loves his DX9. A wider wheel. Let's see. Flapperons, man. That makes sense. Flew the Rafale for the first time today. Seems nose heavy with a 4000. Give it some up elevator a little bit at neutral and see what it does for you. Because 4000 should be fine. We flew with 5000s in it. I haven't put anything else in it yet, but I want to try a 4000. But that thing, I was so happy with it, with a 5, that, man, I haven't done it yet. NX does have a folding antenna, which is very, very clutch. I like the update over Wi-Fi. I mean, I love my NX10, dude. I got familiar with the NX series with the NX6, which was awesome, and we gave it to Flaps, one of the young kids that comes in here sometimes. I don't know what the X-Lite Pro is, Rico. Yeah, look, that radio will serve you for a long time. I mean, it's a great radio. Like I said, I still have my DX9, but my NX10's where all my new stuff's going. Honestly, if I didn't have the nightmare of the gripping programming already on my DX9 finished, complete, and locked in, I probably wouldn't need it anymore at all. Mike Kennedy says his Rafale like the 4500s. I like it, man. I like it. I like it. I got about probably 30 minutes in me, dudes. Max. Yeah, man. Too windy. I'll be crawling. I'll be crawling. Kids are playing on a new swing set. I got this cool bit of landscaping for crawling that, man, I like that Axial SCX 10.3 so much. I kind of want to get the Gladiator. I got no business doing it though. Where do you put your battery at, AirVexed, in your F-16? And what battery are you using? Tugs loves his NX10. Haven't maidened it yet. I see, I see. You know what? Once I got to... I love 4000s and 3200s in the 70mm F-16 all the way back. Some guys move the receiver. But I just put mine... I just leave it and then just slide it all the way back. Ha! Jason, just wing it. Nice. Yeah, man, it was Tugs putting up emojis of wobbly pops earlier. It sounds actually pretty good. You know, I'm due for one of those. I was thinking about getting some the other day, but... Ah, Jason, nice. Mike Bird, yeah, cool. NX6 and NX10. Very cool, guys. Very cool. Jeremy Sean, yes, you should be super stoked about the 80mm F-16. It's bad to the bone. CG'd with 3200 6S, says Micah. Airvex, been flying the 64 to get the high alpha right, so do not destroy the gear. I think you're going to find that the 70 is easier to fly. Johnson 74 Squadron says he needs a new 6-cell battery for my P51 and V1200. Yeah, man. Get those smart packs, dude. Link in the Discro. The thing is, with the V1200, I definitely like the 3200 and 4000s. For the P51, personally, I don't want anything lighter than a 5000 in it. But that's just me. Yeah, sounds good. People think you're pumping up the volume on the EDF sometimes. I'm like, man, I'm actually dumbing down the sound because it was so windy. I want to take that wind noise out. So even after doing some denoise kind of things in my software, it still sounds that good. Do I know when the bigger battery is coming out for the NX6? I think it's already out I think it's the stock battery for the NX10. So look at the NX10 product page. Whoa, it's going so fast right now. So the Easter Bunny's here. So I think the bigger battery for the NX6 is the stock battery for the NX10. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but if you look at the NX10 product page through the link in the Discro, you can find out. C. Rico, I just bought a Freewing F-22. Love your channel. You're awesome, man. You're the reason I'm getting into jets. Keep up the good work. You're very welcome, man. Thanks a bunch. That's a fun one. That's a good one. That's a nice wide flight envelope style jet. Fast is fun. Slow is great. Jetman says you're waiting for the F-16 80mm through Pilot Ryan. You bought it already, buddy? It's awesome. So Jason asks the community, anybody think we should offer a 90mm EDF soon? Yes. I think you're going to get a lot of yeses. Let's see. I don't want to miss it. George says yes. Raymond Molina, good to see you, man. Thumbs up. Take care of yourself, dude. Anytime. I will, boss. I'll get there, I promise. Masses Boxing Belts. Do it, man. Oh, nice. GB hit his numbers. Let's see. Ha! Sean Gallagher is going to amp it up to 11. Michael Bear says, pretty sure it would sell, Jason. Tug says, make a big A10. All right. Jason says, I think 90mm would be nice for mini. I also think that single 80mm or twin 64 millimeter F-22 could be better than the 90. Ooh. 90mm anything, says P51D fan. Just Winging It says a Panther. Philip Bender says absolutely. Mike Kennedy says second generation US jet, please. Just Winging It's also saying Cougar. Jeeb says the new F-16 sounds insanely good. Jason and Ryan, yes it does. Yes it does. Matt M, 90mm Cougar or Tiger. Yeah, it does sound good, boss. You're right. Guniak says F-106. 90mm 6S, 8S, or 12S is best. Which, guys? Market research. 6S, 8S, or 12S on a 90 millimeter, guys. Chime in. Kevin Borsaleri, I hope I didn't butcher your name, man. Just picked up the Ultra Micro A10. Can't wait to get it in the air. First EDF. Not a bad choice at all. And a super tough one at that. That little A10 is killer. Would love to see a 90 millimeter F105, says Tango Alpha. Why aren't there any? Brian Brissett in the house. F117. 90 millimeter B2. Jeeb says 6S. Roy says 8S. Johnson says 8S. Dana wants to know when Scrappy's coming and if you've applied yet for the PPP loan. Noons is back. Sean likes the 80 millimeter sweet spot. 6S on twin 64 F22 question mark, says Barry Campbell. Oh. Mike Kennedy says, yes, Ray, F106, my favorite, period. That A10 is a great little twin 64. Hoglet. Jetman says he's got the batteries for it. 105 scaled out. It would be pretty sick. Those intakes are neat. Mark Bucktoll in the house says 90 millimeter F100. Warren likes the 80s as well. F86 says Noons. It's like the Mustang of jets, right? I mean, you got to have one. And it's North American Aviation. Kind of is a Mustang. You know, I love the F86. You look at it and it's like, okay, you can tell. It looks like Warbird guys got assigned to make a jet. So they're like, all right, cool. Let's lose the prop. Let's put the engine through the middle, the ducting through the middle, sweep the wings, and call it a day. Fortunately, Horizon Hobby business is booming, literally setting records every month, so no need for a PPP loan, hiring many more new people weekly. And these days, remotely perhaps. Any Century Series fighter, says Tango Alpha. What if it's a 90 millimeter MiG-15 or 17? Holy smokes, man. The blood is in the water. Quad 64 B2, Fred. Massus, yeah, man. Yeah, Michael Sherman, the F2 Fury. That came at a funny time, and you're right, didn't have retracts. T-33, says Johnson. Couple good options out there now. Yeah, I'm glad the hobby's growing too. The better the hobby does, the better we get for choices. I mean, it's just cool. Rick James, man, do it. Super Hornet Twin 80. Whoa. Be huge. Be awesome. Gregory H. Air Marshal's Mustang's doing awesome. I don't think he has a twin Mustang going though, does he? Kevin, I don't know about if Air Marshal found it or not. Philip Bender says, when will Horizon do an airliner? Dennis Farley made the jump into 6S territory with a Focke-Wulf and is loving it, Jason. Loving it. Owned it too. He couldn't wait anymore. I remember your maiden was on some kind of crazy day and you worked it out. That was great. I never had that Fury, but it did look good. I kind of want retracts or just nothing, you know. Don Willman, what's up, dude? Dallas, hello. What a cool name. Ha. HO229 Twin 90. John Graham, you know what? I don't know. I haven't made one. I'm just so busy. I hope Bobby puts together a Hurricane for me, but otherwise I'm going to fly somebody else's and just over amp it and hope for the best. I think is what's going to happen. Jetman wants Horizon to do a 262. Boy, everybody else has. Jason's not a fan of the airliners. Yeah, Michael Bear. Maidened in 20 to 25 mile an hour wind, says Dennis. And stuck it. Yeah, that thing is like the stall warbird of the century. Jason said he owned 4 of the E-Flight Super Airliners out of pity for them being so lame. Michael Sherman, updated A6 would also be nice. A bigger too, right? Citation would be sick big, wouldn't it? Man, got the licensing, let's go. Dana asked if there's a Zoom tonight. I'm not invited, but the rest of you can go. It's just old tech at the time, Philip. Those were like EPS planes, and the fans were probably 5-blade. Just sounded like garbage. People want a 1.5 Corsair, says Kevin from Horizon. That'd be cool. Yeah, Gregory H. I don't remember, man. I know he's not working on one that I know of. A twin Mustang. Jason, trickster. He takes it back. He likes he loves airliners. So does Matt Andren. Now they just have to convince the rest of the team. Paul McNeil, I have flown the Dynam P47. It's been a long time ago. Flies pretty good. It bothers me on scale looks though. 3-bladed prop, and then the spinner centered in the yoke of the cowl, but the spinner, the prop shaft should be centered in the circle at the top of the yoke. The underneath of the what makes that oval shape at the front of a P47 is ducting underneath the radial. The prop shaft needs to come out of the middle of the circle, not the middle of the whole thing, and needs 4 blades on it. Look at the FMS P47 and the E-Flight 1.2 if I'm being choosy. It flies fine though, and it's definitely a value. I prefer scale looks on them though. I love P47s, man. I'm looking at my custom red tail P47 right here, and you know, the prop could be a little bigger for scale, but at least it's in the right spot and 4 blades. Nice. Haha. The P5150 does look awesome, Fred. The 1700mm Corsair is pretty scale with the 1.5 P51. I need a good 8S setup for that Corsair though, man. I just want a little more oomph out of it. They sent me the prop that's supposed to be the upgrade. Hard to tell the difference. Kevin's asking Jason. He's been going back and forth between the Flightline and the FMS. But out of the box, which flies better with no mods? You'd think he'd ask me, but whatever. I got an answer for you, but you ain't asking me, so forget it. Answer's $5. Yeah, Jason, it is. Jeebs likes timbers. Wing It likes turtles. What? KC-135 with flyable refueling boom would be insane to have. Just because it's so much like an airliner, yeah. Anybody want a timber with a battery hatch on top? That's a good idea. Yep, Matt designed the timber. Yep. I haven't seen that, Gregory H. Yeah, Warbirds are awesome. Would love to see a 4S or 6S Avenger. TBM or TBF? TBM, isn't it? Timber ZX. If you want speed, you got to go the other way, man. I like the size of the FMS when I want it to go faster, though. Rick James. Well, once the HSD T33 is in stock, you can get them at BitGo Hobby or HSD Jets USA, and of course the Motion RC MiG-29. You got to get it at Motion, unless you go might be able to get it at RC Castle overseas. Hatch on top is a great idea. Paul McNeil, man, I added all the brass bits to my Red Cat. Once I added heavier bead locks, I feel like it's too heavy. I think it was just right until I added heavier wheels. But if you get in there and increase the drag brake, it'll roll with however heavy you make it. My opinion on the Freewing SU-35 Twin 70, it's old. It's old. Look at the E-Flite SU-30. Whoa. I got it, John Graham. Thank you for that. TBN, TBF, same, just different companies. Thank you. Top hatch, everybody's into that. Twice as strong landing gear, good idea. Nice. Ha! Airvex says, better question is who actually wanted a timber with a hatch on the bottom? Answer, nobody. Michael Bear says, Grand Timber. Yeah, Corsair FU4. It's just old at this point. The SU-35. It's cool. I've seen him fly a lot. I've seen the nozzles stick and everything else, and it's made out of EPS foam. I've seen the noses break off. I saw Mike have to fiddle with it so much to keep his going. SU-30, man. E-Flite SU-30. P40s, yes, Joe Valdez. I love P40, man. The B's too, the B's and C's, with the chin set back, not all blunt up in the front. Yeah, man. 1500 Avenger, SBD Dauntless. We never see a Helldiver. Curtis Helldiver. Mosquito. Anything they make, I'm all over. I mean, they're just always so good. Just say no to bottom feeders. FMS A10 is a good bird, man. The Twin 64 and the FMS Twin 70 are my favorite A10s. And then, of course, the Ultra Micro's great. Michael Sherman likes the Air Tractor. Yeah, that's a good bird. Man, this chat is rocking, dude. I'm not sure. I was going to split, but it's going so good. Nice. George got your Wraith. John Graham, yeah, dude, the FMS P40, I love it. I will always have one. If I wrecked it, I'd buy another one immediately. Pete says F8 Bearcat. Johnson 74 Squadron, didn't become a fan of the Dauntless till I saw Midway. Yeah, man. My first magazine article was on the Dauntless, and I read up a lot on them. I love the Dauntless. Looks like a T6, but flies way easier. The wing is totally different, even though they look alike. Yeah, all you guys that are new in the chat, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, because if you love RC, you are in the right place. And you don't want to miss it when we upload new videos, dude. Dudes, plural. Devastator. Needs a bomb drop if you're going to do one of those. Yeah, man. That's too bad, Jason. Pacific Theater Warbirds don't do as good as they should beyond the Corsair. Oh. Bearcat would have to be fast. TNRC says stronger gear on the tractor would be something he'd like. Whoa. Tug says make him a big A10 Hanger 9 style like the OV10 12S. Mega retracts. Mega great retracts. Wingit's got a Helldiver, he says. Mosquito, yes. Farley says a Hellcat. I know, Randy. $50 meters. What is that in feet, man? So our runway is 280 feet, and I don't think I used it all. 50 meters. SIBO Racing, no, not at the moment. I do want to go 8S on it though. 1.5 F86, holy smokes. 90. You'd plenty of room to hop it up beyond 6S too. Think of the fuselage on that F86. It'd be easy. I tell you what, man, general aviation is not getting scratched sometimes. I mean, look, I know, Draco, but think about, we earlier mentioned Citation, you know, things like that. I'd be sick to see super scale. Think about the ground effect too, man. It'd just be awesome to land those. 50 meters is not 50 feet. It's like just generically 150 feet, but yeah, they do work. Jim, Big Sky Raider. Let's see. Let me look up 50 meters here real quick. $164. Yeah, it's pretty tight, but you could do it. Keep it light, battery back. Don't waffle in the throttle. Punch it and get out of there. You know what I mean? 11 Charlie, have a great evening, man. Thanks for coming by. Check out 11 Charlie RC, guys. Doing great things for veterans to support them. Suicide prevention. It's a real problem, and he's doing the Lord's work over there, man. And look, Hopefully that doesn't offend anybody, but that's how I feel about it. 11 Charlie RC, thank you. Guys, check him out. About 50 yards. To Francis. I said 150. It's 164, so yeah, about. For a 3-hour tour in Horizon Hobby Planes. 3-hour tour means he's wants another half hour. Fred, thank you for the super chat, man, and all your support. Love seeing you in the comments and everywhere in the chats and Zoom and all. Appreciate it, man. I want to see a Hurricane. Big one. Everything's got to be big enough to have suspension on it now, you know, come on. Hurricane would be great with some AS3X in it. It's got quite a coupling with the rudder. But like on approach, when you're trying to get situated, there's quite a down and roll, if I remember right. 3-hour tour equals broke. Now everybody's measuring their yards. Thanks, Just Wing It. It is, man, it is, dude. I almost, you know, it's like I hesitate to apologize, but it's like, yeah, man, it's thinking, it's where we live now, man. It's how it is. And if you're that easily offended, your skin's not thick enough. But anyway, I mean, everybody's allowed to do. That's the one beautiful thing about being here, man. You can follow whatever you'd like, even if you're wrong. John Graham says he knows where a flyable Hurricane is too. 1700 millimeter Mosquito. Couple different noses. Spitfire Sea Fury. Yeah, it'd be hard to get behind a Spitfire knowing what's out there now, but man, I'd always love to see Horizon do them, but I know they don't want to do double ups a lot of times, but you know, sometimes they do and then they crush it. Beach 18. Oh, come on now. Yeah, Tail Dragger twin. Race 22 crew don't even love to see a big T6 done right. I would too. And I always hesitate to mention it because I don't want anyone to tell me that they don't do well, because it'll hurt my feelings. I'll buy any T6 they make, whatever size. So I'm ridiculous about a T6. And I'll paint it too. You know what? Get him to, guys, talk him into doing a T6, and I got a livery for him. Harvard yellow. Francis. Yeah, John Graham, MiG-3. I think it looks like a squirrely bird to handle, but I could be wrong. I still have my E-flite T6 too. It's highly, highly modified and painted up. You go way back on my Instagram, you see pictures of it. I scaled it out. I actually did the same thing to the Freewing one too, but the Freewing one stinks. No dihedral. The gear are crazy wrong. The tail section was just ugly too big and wrong shaped. The E-flite Texan was great because they cheated the washout a little, which it needs on the tips. I know. And the thing is, man, that T6, it wasn't whoever made that T6, the same people that made the like 1.1 Park Zone stuff. It wasn't FMS, according to my observations from like construction methods. But man, that thing was sweet. I feel like some of these things come at a funny time where they just don't get to hit like they could. Oh, man. I want to see one, though, man. Suspension. Honestly, I'd like to see a super dope PT19 with suspension. No retracts, just suspension, you know. Short landing gears, only complaint. The thing about a T6, though, those gear, like a Corsair, are way up at the leading edge. T6s in grass, no problem, which is a surprise to most people. But until you see, every T6 I've had in grass did amazing. And grass is kind of where you want to fly those, because otherwise the ground loop will get you. I mean, dude, they locked the tail wheel on the real one, and it's still squirrely. Pea shooter, yeah, man. Big P38. I'd love to see Horizon do a P38. 6S. At least. Jason says you are correct, sir. AT6 came from different factory than 1.2. Yep. Different construction methods, and the way they do the spars is different. Like on the 1.1 Snorton Bull and the 1.1 Mustang, it is the same company. It looked like. PT19, man, with some heft to it, I think would be fantastic. I don't think it's... I think you're going to get people excited about a foamy PT19 because of at least the old timers. These old timers fly, the only time they fly foamies at our field is if it's too windy for them to fly the things they really love. And they only fly the real easy, at our field anyway, the real easy to fly foamies. But I think if you had a PT19, it's going to throw them back to their Cox days. They know they can handle it. Big enough to require suspension. Man, I think it'd be really great. Of course, I'm partial to one of those two. I spent time in the back seat of one of those as well. So I know I'm biased on that. Our PT19 had a canopy though. So I think they called it a PT26. It was like cold weather version or something. Had a little more horsepower than the other, which I think most PT19s might have been 150 horse, and this one was like 180. I'm not positive, but I'd love one. I'd love one. I actually think if and when I go, stick plane gas, that would probably be a good one. I still have the old E-flite PT19. But the wings aren't sheeted and it drives me nuts. I can see the ribs. And back in the day when I got it, I thought 45 inches was a big wingspan. You know what I mean? I remember everything. 45-inch wingspan on that deal. On that one. And it was, you could control line it if you wanted. It came with the bell crank and all the stuff. John Graham, you're right. B25. How'd we miss it? Currently, that foamy P38 is the best one out there. It could be bigger though. I feel like it's heavy on the loading. It could be a little bigger. 6S, man. I mean, goodness, you're putting two 4S batteries in it. Make it 8S then. Series connector instead of parallel. No, man, the Motion RC P38 is EPO. 1600, so it's 63 inches. I still have mine. Custom. I did a 23 Skidoo, which was easy to do. All you got to do is green out the yellow on the cowl and the spinners. What do you mean I missed you, Johnson? Say it again. I mean, there's only 100 dudes in here to manage. A26, yeah, man. They call that a Havoc too, don't they? Or am I thinking? No, am I thinking something else? Ah, Kevin, you got two of those E-flite PT19s and the Stearman. Dana, thank you, dude. Brian Brissett. Ah, you're nice, dude. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's nice of you to say, and I appreciate that. Seriously, though, I will not go past 12. I got 20 minutes. I was going to cut it, but it's rocking. It's rocking. I mean, it always is, but we're going to get blown out tomorrow, so there's nothing to really get ready. Oh, I see. I got you, Johnson. Yeah, he mentioned B25 10 minutes ago. Yeah, we did miss you. Sorry about that. I think it's inevitable. Somebody's going to do it. I don't know who or when. Invader, that's it. I'm thinking of the A20. They also call the Havoc. Marty Cruz, appreciate that. Thank you, Just Wing It, for that clarification. Lee Davidson's about to be rocking a P61. Dynam style. When I say Dynam style, I think of that dude dancing. Gangnam style or whatever it is. Dude, Kevin Jones, you ain't lying. The new E-Flight F-16 is sweet and is taking everybody else's lunch. A-26 was the Invader. Yeah, the A-20's the Havoc. They look similar, right? One of them's got like a crazy amount of like dihedral on the tail, doesn't it? Yeah, Wing It. There you go. I was close. They're very similar looking, right? I need to get something to drink, dudes. I might have. Give me a minute, dudes. You guys sticking around? Give me a minute. I think I got a big old bottle of water in the car. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to post the flyer up. And if I'm not back in 5 minutes, call the cops. The Freewing F-16 is a 90 millimeter heavy pig. B-26 is a Marauder. B-26 is nice. I'd like to see. I wouldn't mind seeing a big one of those too. The A-20 is the one with the dihedral in the tail. Yeah. Those are cool. Those are cool. I know a thing or two about a thing or two. I got friends in this town. They tell me things. I could have been a contender. All right. Give me a minute here, and I'll be right back. I'm going to try to find something else to drink. Let's see. Check out the flyer. Go to the show. All right, y'all. Kevin Jones says something interesting. Wonder why Horizon doesn't do any 90s. You never know. We're talking about a B-17. Yeah, that's a little bit old tech, the Freewing B-17. It was alright. A couple 3S, I think it was. I did one. Hustler, yeah, man. I'm a hustler, baby. Sebo Racing, the F-16 Thunderbird 70mm E-flite is an awesome F-16. Let's see, what am I missing? Johnson 74. Yeah, I mean, same factory though. I mean, you look at a Freewing jet and a Flightline airplane, you know it's the same place. There's no secret there. It's just the Warbird lineup versus the jets. Flightline was a new brand. I was fortunate enough to show and share with everybody. Hot dog water, you know it. It's been in the car, so it's warm just like it should be. I bet, Paul. I had a good time with it. I just think for a 4-engine plane, come on. Give me bigger than that. Kevin Jones, yeah, the E-flite Su-30 is bigger than the F-16. But it would be in real life too. You know what I mean? It's just a bigger, I mean, it's a twin. Anybody think we should offer the new F-16 80mm as Thunderbirds in the future? Yes. I know of a couple guys that mentioned it to me since the release. Paul McNeil, take that back, man. Dana, save it. You know you're not buying it. Thunder Chickens. Why doesn't Horizon do any 90mm? I don't know, man. It's bound to happen. People like the Thunderbird scheme. I know we're getting another couple F-16s around here for sure. One of our buddies is going to get one, and I know Bobby K is all over it as well. How big would you like to see a B-17? At least 1,800. Jason says to Kevin Jones, we do. You just can't buy them yet. Ha! There's your 90. Barry Campbell. Pressing Dana. Love me some Thunder Chickens. Biased because I grew up on Vegas, aka home of the Thunderbirds. Yes, man. That's what I'm talking about, says Kevin. Johnson 74 says, if you offer an 80mm T-33 in the Thunderbird scheme, I'm all over it. Since there's an 80 already, go 90. Ha, Paul McNeil out of Stearman buzzed his field today. Pop smoke. It was cool. I bet it was. John Graham says, Jason, there are only 2 demo teams in this world, the Blue Angels and everyone else. Paul, you can do flapper-ons. You just have to make it happen. Split the aileron channel out. You can make it happen. Does putting the ESC on the V3 FMS Corsair on high timing make any difference? I don't think a notable enough difference. I mean, maybe a little. I think some guys have done it. Dana says he loves the Draco, can't be more proud of the box. Yeah, you know, this time of year it's starting to get nice. You see a lot of warbirds and older aircraft up in the air. It's nice. Bigger the better. Ghost. What's up, George? Guys like the 80mm spot. But man, 90 done Horizon style. I'm anxious to see that. Thunderbirds outsell Blue Angels every time, says Jason. George Pryor in the house. Good to see you, man. 10 minutes, y'all. Lay it on me. Where's Boss? He's still in here? Been a good show, dudes. Fitting to be splitting. There's Boss. Boss was wanting to see this. This one's the pro version with flaps. The spinner's not on right now, but it's a good looking balsa bird. Should be pretty, haven't flown it yet. Should be pretty spry, man. Got big control surfaces. Goes together well. Access to your receiver stuff there. And battery stuff there. XT60. And a nice tight fit on the battery hatch. Thanks, Spencer. Paul Ballard, they're available now. They're in stock, and you better get them while you can. Go to BitGo Hobby, the link in the description. They sell OMP now at BitGo. Check it before you wreck it. They got 3 different colors, and it looks like I think it's the version with flaps that they're showing as available right now. But yeah, man, if you're going to get one, consider going through my links, please. Appreciate that. You only live once, Dana. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Been that stimmy, dude. Can't take it with you, G. Tell me about it. I've been hooking it up, man. Wife got a new sectional. We all got a new sectional, but my wife, I mean, goodness sakes. I would have never, I'd have stayed on that stuff till it fell apart if it wasn't for her. Kids got a new swing set. Let's go. Rick James, yeah, man. That thing's awesome. Check out our videos on it, dude. That big T33 is sick. Thank you, Paul. Yes. Yeah, the big horns were very, very popular. Plug and play balsa, man. It's cool. Really, get them while they're hot, because they probably won't last long. There's other stuff O&P has, but that big horn's pretty sick. Man alive. 5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes. Francis, you're fine. You're CFO, huh? Or secretary? Are you the CFO? Ha. Michael Bear says he'd give $350 for a big 4 to 6S Aero Scout plug and play. Kevin Jones wants to know when's the next release. Jason. Johnson likes the old stuff, man. Vintage T33, F86, Shooting Star. Yeah. Dennis Farley, they got it too, bro. The Challenger. I got to get my videos edited up on that one. I've done it already. Fred Barron, I look forward to more 80mm F16 flights as well. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to more for sure. When it's not so ridiculous out. Man. Paul McNeil likes the ultra micro planes. Jeff, you liked the joint flights last year? What, the Me and Bobby together? Is that what you're talking about? Warren says World War I bird done right. That'd be cool. They always say those aren't very popular, but man, I've not seen anybody give it a fair shake other than the SE5A from a while ago. That's kind of smallish, but 6 weeks, says Jason. Staggerwing, Don Willman. Staggerwing's neat, but I can't get with it though. OV10 1.5, says Michael Sherman. I wish they had a foamy. I wish Horizon had a foamy OV10. Okay, Jeff, I got you. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Brian Chambers, see you later, man. Good to see you. Brian Smith says, hope to see you at Jet Jam. Yeah, man, I hope I can make it. I want to make it. Michael Nolan, you know what? I assume he's doing a show tomorrow. Might be, if we get blown out again tomorrow, he's liable to go at regular time. Oh, congrats, Jason. Jason says to Brian Smith, planning to be at Jet Jam, now known as Horizon Hobby EDF Jet Jam officially. You guys need to come to my fly-in, Jason. Come on. Thank you, John Graham. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming by and supporting the channel, dude. I always see you everywhere, and I appreciate it. Lyndon Stewart, good to see you, man. Thank you. Have a good night. Dana's RC says he hopes I can make it to my fly-in. Yeah. Guys, it's a miracle. If you only knew. Alright, I'm going to turn it into a pumpkin in a little bit. Warren says, thanks, Jason, for sponsoring Jet Jam. Very cool. Tango Alpha, thank you for coming by, joining the channel and participating in the chat. We've been doing this for about 3 years, man, on Saturday nights. Man. Cheers to the best looking living room in the chat. Thank you, Jim Jum. Thanks for coming by. Hey, you new guys, subscribe and tap that notification bell so you don't miss it. Because if you love RC, this is the place to be. Man, and the talent in the community is vast. So if I don't know the answer, somebody in here does. Okay, Kevin, I'll do that. Northeast Texas to Southern Indiana. Bill Andrew, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you, Michael Sherman. Thanks for coming by, as always. I'm going to pop up this F-16 one more time. Kevin Jones wants to see it. Kevin Jones, watch my video, dude, on this thing. I might be the only landing on the web other than Horizon right now. That's what it sounds like. I'm not sure. Flying Ant, good to see you, dude. It was a great show, man. Great show. Nothing better than the videos, though, to engage. I mean, this is great, but, I mean, popping those videos. Feed that YouTube algo. All right, Kevin, here we go. Oh, 4 different livery options out of the box. Check it out. I can't get over the gear in those inner gear doors, dude. Suspension, these gears seem to be way more substantial than the F-18 gear, which looked so nice, but I think these look good and function better. Plastic leading edge on the wing root extension, not to mention plastic all around the battery hatch, just like the Falk Wolf has. Superior looking ordnance, which comes stock out of the box. These gear kill me dead. 80mm in runner. This is the best F-16. This is the best foamy F-16 6S that's out there. Full flying stab. I mean, come on, dudes. This thing is killer. Magnetic nose cone. The ventral fins go on just like the Ordnance does. Boss 223, appreciate that. Let's see, man. Give you a top shot the best I can. It's hard to hold it with the Ordnance on it. This thing is sick, guys. Check out the videos on this. Check out my video on this. Worked hard to get it done. Got to show you that fin flash. Love it. This thing is sick. Plenty of room in the battery compartment. I'm telling you, man, this wing root extension stuff, being clad in plastic, this is the thinnest part of the jet and so easy to damage. And the fact that they clad these in plastic and all around the battery hatch and the cockpit, and you know, the fuselage where the battery hatch meets and the lid, too cool for school. Lights all over it. Comes with the Ordnance, like I said. Come on, man. How can you deny it? Jackson RC Aviation. The ETA should be posted on the website. I believe early June on the F-16. maybe late May. Somebody correct me here. Alpine RC, what's happening? Yeah, the detail is there. Look, they knew what they had to compete with on this, and they hit the mark, dude. They hit it, no doubt. I had that one. I had the other one. Kevin Jones, it's totally sweet. Links in the Discro. Let's see. Michael Bear says he's going to go watch some Draco unboxings. Good luck trying to find one. Ha! Boss223, appreciate that. Joe Valdez, good night. All right, guys, awesome. It really does sound that good, Kevin. Honestly, I said it earlier in my video. It was so windy, I toned the sound down because the wind noise was atrocious. So it sounds even better than it does in video. I mean, like I said, I put some denoise filters and stuff on the audio because it was a mess, and it still sounded that good. Don Willman, you're hilarious. Yeah, so it really does sound that good. It really, really does. Jason, thanks for coming by, man. As always, dropping some Easter eggs. I don't understand that question, Lyndon. I'm sorry. I do, and I do. In my little time with it, I just know I do. I mean, come on. 80mm in runner, flight time's good. All the scale bits you want. Lighter on the wing loading and about the same size. I mean, it's easy. Easy. Rick James, Ryan, you may have inside info. I'm willing if they put in a Thunderbird version. You know what? I mean, Jason's with Horizon. He's here in the chat participating and telling us lots of things. He was asking earlier if you guys were interested in a Thunderbird version of the F-16, and everybody gave a resounding yes. I'd love to see a Thunderbird version of this thing too, yeah. What's cool is this one comes with 4 livery options. So you got the nomenclature, some of the like ghosted stencils and stuff that just is standard on these, but then you get to pick your own livery as far as the fin flash and some of that goes. So yeah, they're looking for feedback. If you guys want Thunderbirds, make it so. Let your voice be heard in all the socials you see when folks are talking about the F-16. Yeah, always glad to have Jason pop in the chat and give us something to read between the lines. Man, love it. I'm so. We're all glad to have Jason. Guys, I want you to check out the Horizon videos too, and not think about it like it's a corporation out there with a YouTube channel, because it's people. It's people like Jason, you know, who are doing this passion for a living, but they're people just like us, just like me, just like everybody else who has a YouTube channel. Man, Jason's putting out videos on the Horizon YouTube channel, and of course the promo videos and stuff, but man, chime in those comment sections too. Share those out with your friends. The information is there, and it's really good, and you can trust it. So support their YouTube efforts and social as well at Horizon, guys. I appreciate that, and I'm sure they do too. All right, yo. We're going to do this thing before I run out of voice. Lyndon asks a question, and then we're going to bounce. Will there be floats for the Draco? I'm guessing no, but I have no idea. Jason is the Easter Bunny, Mike Kennedy. You're right. is the F-16 faster than the F-18? I would say yes, but I'm not 100% positive. I would say yes, though, if I had to guess. Thunderbird scheme for Micah, for Airvexed. All right. Guys, thank you so much for all your support, no matter how you give it. From members to using the links to just being here and engaging with the videos that I'm putting out. Thank you very much for supporting this thing I've been doing for a while at this point, and making it possible for me to really live a blessed life in this aspect, and many others, right? I mean, I lucked out. I've lucked out all over the place. I put in the work, you know, and I took a risk. But I'm talking about my wife right now. I mean, she's way too good for me. But I took a risk. I was like, yeah, I'm worth it. Let's see. And it's working out too. So, I mean, just good stuff all around. Thank you guys so much for everything. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. We're going to bounce in 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 you later. F-16 is 10 to 20 miles an hour faster than the F-18 all around. You're too good to be forgotten. Thank you, Jason. We'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Holy smokes. Ha! See you guys. Support your friends. 11 Charlie RC. Check them out, guys. Thank you, guys.